It's like the news, but for nerds. Nerd Avengers, it is Josh, and welcome back to another nerdy news rundown. Most of the news is still being swallowed up by even more toy leaks for Spider-Man 3 No Way Home, and we are going to get into that breakdown, some of the things that people are saying about those different leaks. But first, I want to talk about something that Charles Murphy said on Twitter, talking about a Q&A that he did about Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And you can see here, he's talking about how Namor, Namora, and Attuma are all yeses in the MCU. And so let's go over who these different people are and what we think this means for Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever. So we'll do Namor last. Let's start with Attuma. Attuma is actually one of the main villains of Namor. He's an Atlantean warlord, and he believes he is the prophesied conqueror of the Atlantean Empire and that he should rule Atlantis. Namora, very similar to Namor, is half human and half Atlantean, and she is the cousin of Namor. And then there's, of course, Namor, who is not only an Atlantean human hybrid, much like what you get with the Aquaman character, but he's also a mutant, and he gets the winged feet where he can fly. He has even extra strength because he is a mutant. So he's one of the first mutants out there. I think he's actually technically the first mutant that was ever published in comics, but according to the canon, there were mutants way before that, including Apocalypse and even, mutants possibly older than that. But regardless, Namor, big, crazy villain in the Marvel comics. He becomes sort of an anti-villain or an anti-hero at parts in the comics. Famously, he aligns with the X-Men during X-Men vs. Avengers, and he supported Scotty Summers and that whole side of things. And it was in Avengers vs. X-Men in the comics that he floods Wakanda, causes major beef with Wakanda and with T'Challa, but then teams up with T'Challa and the new Avengers in the Illuminati with Doctor Strange. And this was all done in the lead up to the new Secret Wars, where he's trying to figure out the convergence and figure out what is going on. And that part of the comics was super cool because there's this huge rivalry between Namor, Atlantis, and T'Challa and Wakanda. But despite all of that, Wakanda and basically just T'Challa knows that he has to work with Namor to try to overcome the convergence and see what the heck is going on with all of these different universes. And Namor has been rumored to be a big part of Wakanda Forever for some time. We know that that film is going to be shooting very soon in Atlanta. We know the script is wrapped up. Kevin Feige recently talked about the movie, saying that every cast member from the first movie is returning and that they're going to do Chadwick proud. There's also a lot of rumors that Doctor Doom will make an appearance in Wakanda Forever, and it seems like Wakanda Forever could be doing a version of the Doom Wars or some kind of a international sort of politicking type of a thing. And we think Chadwick Boseman, or rather in the movie T'Challa, will also pass, and there'll be a fight for that throne. And so this feels like a War of Kings, a Doom War kind of situation. Is it possible that Namor actually seeks out the help of Wakanda to try to overthrow Attuma? Is that possibly something that's going on? Is it possible that Doom is pulling all of these strings behind the scenes and Namor figures that out? Regardless, pretty hype stuff, man. Namor in the movie, Namora in the movie, and Attuma in the film. If you're a fan of Atlantis in Marvel Comics and Namor the character, this should get you pretty freaking excited. And it certainly means that Wakanda Forever is going to be very interesting and dive heavily into the Atlantis Wakanda, maybe beef, maybe start of a relationship, probably beef. I mean, they have a lot of beef in the comics. Okay, and now let's move on to everybody's favorite segment, Spider-Man 3 Rumor Watch 2021. Somebody told me to bring that part back. They really missed it. We got massive toy leaks for Spider-Man No Way Home throughout the course of the last 16 hours at the time of recording this video. We technically talked about this yesterday on the Nerdy News Rundown. Then Al and Lavis talked about it on After Dark. But then in the morning, there were even more leaks, and Marvel went ahead and just officially released the Funko Pops and different Marvel Legends figures for Spider-Man No Way Home. We're putting up all the images here. We did do a breakdown live over on our live streaming channel, which you should go check out. But the big things to take away here are the fact that you see J. Jonah Jameson in here. Seems like he'll be a big part of the movie. You see Doctor Strange, and in the Funko version of him, he's wearing normal human clothes with a snow shovel. Perhaps some indication that Peter will meet him as a civilian, and then it'll be revealed that he's the Sorcerer Supreme or something like that. We know they're going to be in the Sanctum medium likely, and we know Peter's going to have several suits throughout the film. And this one right here, the integrated suit, is all the talk of the town, as the Funko Pop version of this toy seems to show Peter using magical Doctor Strange-like powers. It looks like maybe the repulsor and the arc reactor of Iron Man thing working in the center of the armor, but that web slinger certainly looks like one of the circles that Doctor Strange uses with the different glyphs and symbols that indicate his use of magic. Is this a suit that is somehow utilizing Stark tech and magic? Either way, that's what people are talking about, man. It's really crazy. It has created a ton of hype for Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, a lot of fans also thought that all of these leaks and then Marvel officially coming out with this stuff made it seem like, yeah, we are going to be getting the No Way Home trailer. But alas, one of the people that actually reported that we would be getting this trailer with the Black Widow movie changed their report today and had indicated that they've heard that this is now going to be closer to September, maybe with Shang-Chi. They're pushing back the marketing even further for No Way Home. And so unfortunately, that means no time soon. I mean, we could be surprised. They could pull something crazy on us. But all of the sources and things that we have looked into indicate that it's not anytime soon, probably closer to September for the No Way Home trailer. I guess the question is, and we've passed this question off to you guys, do we think that they're going to show us Tobey and Andrew right away? I mean, with the leaks here, it seems like the toy lines are specifically either hiding Tobey or Andrew, or there's going to be 2 releases of toy drops where you will eventually be able to get your Tobey and Andrew. And I just think this is hilarious because it's the worst kept secret on the internet, guys. We all know Tobey and Andrew are going to be in this movie. Why not just tell us that? And it's going to be really weird if Feige attempts to just hide this from us right up until we see the film. I think that's going to be ridiculous. Now, I will say that it does look like we could be getting a Let There Be Carnage trailer ahead of Black Widow, and next week we might get that trailer because that trailer was rated soon, or last week rather. And so with the trailer being rated last week, it just kind of seems like, yeah, we could be getting that Venom 2 trailer. I'm pumped for that movie as well. Of course, fans are just going to complain that it's not the No Way Home trailer. Sorry, guys. Still going to wait for that. But that's going to do it for the Nerdy News Rundown today. A reminder, we will be doing a gaming stream at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight over on our live streaming channel. And that happens every Friday night from now on. So come on by if you like gaming, you want to play some games with me and the Nerd Vengers, come on by for that. Of course, let us know what you think about all the Wakanda news and all of these crazy leaks for Spider-Man No Way Home. And as I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.